Well, this is a room where the Dallas Cowboys handle all their video requirements, and for many, many years, Bob Friedman has been head of the Cowboys film and video department. You mentioned the name Friedman at a league meeting, and you might be answered by as many as 3 different people. After nearly 3 decades with the Dallas Cowboys, Bob Friedman is well known throughout the NFL, especially with the LA Raiders and the Chicago Bears. Bob has special ties to these 2 cities, not because they play the Cowboys nearly every year, but because his sons are following in Dad's footsteps.
Started when I was in about the 6th grade. My father had a film company. I used to hang out at the film company, learn how to process film, learn how to shoot movies, and after that, finally broke into this.
It's just a family business. I started when I was 13 in the back end of the junkyard in Clarksville, Mississippi with old Army surplus film processing machine. I've been with it ever since.
And for Father, it's a matter of a great deal of pride.
Oh, it's great. You get to see your kids, you know, and I don't see him very often because, after all, I live in Dallas, he lives in Los Angeles, and the big boy, he lives in Chicago, so it's particularly gratifying to get them together at a ball game or in a like situation like we do at practices and at training camps.
Bob wasn't really sure that Mitch or Max would get into the business. In fact, he thought it might be his youngest son.
Harry. That's the baby. No, not Mitch, not Max, not Mark, not Marilyn, but I always figured Harry would get into anything, but he didn't. I thought perhaps really that it would be Mitchell. You know, Mitchell grew up in a film lab. Max grew up when he was a baby. I had an assistant in the film lab, old Radar, and Radar had him standing up on the chair making takeoffs from the film processing machine when he couldn't even walk.
And the future might hold even more Friedmans for the National Football League.
Oh, that's really special. That's pretty unique to me. I don't know how many times that's happened, but there are actually 3 working generations of Friedmans at this ball game. Got my oldest grandson, Eric, down there.
Each son agrees that the games against Dad are unique, but it's working with him that's so special.
I think it's great. I love working with my father or my brother. It gives me a good, warm feeling being able to work with my father.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for my father, and I enjoy working with him. I always have.
Well, this is a week the Cowboys